Hey everybody, this is Mr. Storm, and in this video we are going to continue working on our My First Website project, or My First Web Page project, where we add information about ourselves onto this web page. This week specifically we are focusing on these two sections here, the My Class Schedule and the Contact Me section. And for specifically inside the My Class Schedule section, we're going to add a table that includes our class schedule. And then in the Contact Me section, we're going to add a form that allows someone to contact you. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Underneath this H2 that says My Class Schedule, I'm going to create a table element. And I will create a table header. Now, I need to think about how many columns I actually need. So if I do it like this, if I do labels across the top, then I will need an empty box in the corner, because I'm going to do labels across the top and labels down the bottom or down the side. And then I will need 5 5 columns. So that's going to be 6 with the extra. So we'll do 6. Now what I like to do is I like to kind of build the structure of my table first before I put the data in it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do something important. Oh, hello. That's not what I wanted. I was so excited that I forgot to add my table row. All right. Don't forget to do that. We want a table row. All right, and so I'm going to add the table row here. Oop. My wife's bringing me my dinner. You can kind of see her there. Oh, perfect. Okay, that smells good. So I have my table row here, and inside the table row I have 7. Is that 7? It looks like 6. Oh, that is 6, because I wanted 6. We're there. So I have 6 table headers inside the table row. Now I'm going to have 3 table rows, so I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste. Now these are going to be table data now, so I actually got to go through and delete all of these and make them data. All right, almost there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Good. All right, and then I'm going to copy. Oh, I copied too much. Copy that and pop that in as well. So now I have, if you can think about it, if you can visualize it, I have 3 rows, boop, 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 and I have 6 columns inside the row. Now, there's nothing inside of those yet, so let's go ahead and start adding something. Now, this first table header item within the first row, that's going to be the very top left corner. Now, I don't want anything in there because I want this entire section to be... Ooh, you know what? This needs to be the first item. So I want a header across the top, but I also want headers as the first thing in each. So the first column needs to be table headers as well. You kind of see what I'm saying here? So the first column in each needs to be a table header because I want headers down the side as well. Okay, you'll see what I'm talking about here in a minute. So this is going to be blank, and then inside here I'm going to put first period, second period, third period. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Fourth period and 5th period. And then, so for this, it's going to be A day and B day. And I'm just going to start putting in random classes. So you can put in your actual bell schedule. For me, it doesn't really matter. So for me, it's going to be A day. First period is going to be, I don't know, calculus. And then I have gym. And then I have, I don't know, computer programming. And then I have web development. And then I have language arts. On B day, let's see, let's do some more fun classes. I have art. That's a fun class. Let's see. World history. That's a fun class. I have a math class in there. I have an English. I have a... Let's do a science class. Physics. That's fun. And let's do another science class because I like science. It's great. And let's do another math class because I really like math class as well. Let's do, math 2, right? Okay, so now my table is completely filled out. Let's go ahead and run it and see what my website looks like now. So if I scroll down to the table section, notice that I have a table, right? And it has all my information in it. And this first block right here, that first block is blank because this row, if I put anything in there, it wouldn't make any sense, right? Because these are headers as well. So this table doesn't look great, so I'm going to style it a bit, and I'm going to cheat. I'm going to come over here. I really like the way this table looks. So I'm going to come in here and steal this entire style tag. Copy. Come over here. I'm going to go all the way up to my head section. And inside my head section, I will paste all of that code. All right. Format it a little bit. Now let's run it and come down here and see what, ooh, that looks a whole lot better. Look at that. That looks way better. Okay, I like that a whole lot. Now, why did it go under, all the way under there, though? I see. So, can anyone spot what happened? So here's what happened. I forgot to close my table. I forgot the close tag for my table. And so it kind of got confused and didn't know where to put my table, and it put it in the wrong spot. So now my table is in the correct spot, and I can move on to creating my contact form. So let's get into the form. Let's talk about it. Now, according to the assignment itself, where are we? Let's find it. According to the assignment itself, we need to create a contact me section. We need to create a form that asks the user to enter information about themselves. I need to include a text, radio, and checkbox input type and make sure that there is a submit form. Okay, I think I'm going to actually do one more type than what's listed here as well, just for fun. Okay, so the first thing to create a form is I need to indicate it's a form, and I'm going to make sure I don't make the same mistake as last time. I'm going to create my form end tag before I finish, or before I start creating content. Okay, so the first thing I want inside the form is probably a label. So if we come back over here, we can see that we have, let's go to our forms here. I'm gonna create something that kind of looks like this for the start, for the beginning. So let's see. I would need to create a layer, or a label, sorry, label. Actually, you know what? Since I'm already creating this, I'm going to grab that code, paste it right in. because I am going to want first name, I am going to want last name. So there's no point in, you know, repeating steps. The code already exists, so I'm just going to grab it. Let's see what that looks like so far. Already it looks pretty good, right? Looks pretty good. Okay, so it said I needed text, radio, and checkbox. Okay. So in here, let's create a new label. I'm actually going to add, yeah, let's create a new label. And I'm going to say for, oh, hello, gender. And it's going to say gender, label, BR. And then in here, we're going to create these radio buttons. So the radio buttons, if you don't remember, they are, where'd they go? Right down here. So we're going to grab this. Let's grab these. Oh, hello. And paste it into here. And what this is doing is it's allowing us to create, I'm going to put some space in here too, because I want to make sure that I can see the difference between these sections. So now we're creating a radio button with 3 options. One is male, one is female, and then other for gender. Let's see what that looks like now. So that looks pretty good, and it works properly. Good, 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 good. And then I'm going to create another section. Label for, what should this be? Hobbies. So, you know, it's always good to indicate that with a checkbox that they can choose more than one option, especially if it comes directly after a radio option selector, because some people may think, oh, I can only choose one. So I just say, choose all that apply. Okay. Now the checkboxes are right in here. I'm going to grab these and bring it over. And if you're thinking, hey, Mr. Storm's cheating, why can't we cheat? Yeah, go for it. Honestly, I mean, I don't care if you actually type it out or if you grab it from the website or from the examples and then you modify it. That doesn't, you know, it's fine. Look, real web developers copy things all the time, right? I have projects that are projects I go to all the time whenever I try to remember, oh, how did I do that one thing? I will go to an old project of mine and I will literally copy and paste whole sections of websites out and put them into new projects. I do it all the time. Everyone does it all the time. Don't feel bad, especially when you're learning. If you can't remember the exact syntax for how to write something and you need to copy and paste it off of W3 Schools, that's the whole reason why they're there. Okay, so in here, I'm actually going to change a bunch of this information because I want to list hobbies. So instead of ID being vehicle, I'm going to say hobby 1, name, hobby 1. Value is going to be sports, right? For hobby 1, I play sports. Hobby 2. Value is going to be video games. So label for hobby 2. and then hobby 3. I'm just going to have 3 hobbies here. We could list a ton. Ooh. Art. So label for hobby 3 is create art. All right, let's see what that looks like. Run that. Hello. Can you run, please? Seems to have frozen. It doesn't want to run. We'll just give it a second. Have I completely destroyed everything? So apparently I don't know what's going on. I think my internet is acting up, I think, but it didn't save really anything, and a bunch of stuff went away. Anyway, so I was pretty close to being finished. You can see where we were going. Now, the only other thing that we did not do was we didn't add a button. So for that, you can just grab the button off of W3 Schools and add that. And that's pretty much it. We're very close to being done. I just don't want to have, I don't want you to have to sit through watching me type it all out again and all that stuff. So with the form, you're going to have text entry boxes, radio buttons, and check boxes, and then a button at the bottom. Once you get your table and your form onto your My First web page, go ahead and turn that in. And then next week we're going to add some YouTube videos and some audio embeds into our website, and it's going to be incredibly easy, much easier than the stuff that we did today. All right, thanks for paying attention, and I'll see you next time.